Welcome back to Majestic Bonsai, everyone. I'm going to be rolling out quite a few videos here, hopefully within quick succession. So if you seem inundated, sorry for that, but there is a good reason. One, I'm behind on getting videos out, and two, since we're into fall weather now, which is rather chilly, I've got a number of indoor trees that are outside that have to be prepared to bring in before a freeze hits and does damage. So so I'm going to be trying to get those done, ready, prepared, and brought indoors. Let's go ahead and begin. On this one, this is, again, another, just looking at this bug here. This is another ficus, and I'm going to be using this section right here as the new apex leader. So we're going to prune to that point, and so let's get started. I will pause the video and come back when that is done. Okay, so I got the pruning done on that to shape to the apex. Again, our apex is right here. And actually this took longer to prune, I think, than the bigger one I just did on the last video. So kind of interesting in that way. I've got a lot of square leaves now, so I want to decide how to deal with that. And I think the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of some nubbins that are sticking out here. I've got a square edge here to a leaf, so obviously that doesn't look natural at all. I'm just going to take that out, actually. Down a little. So you can see here that leaf there needs to be trimmed up, make it a little more natural. That one. For whatever reason, this one is a little more intensive for pruning, even though it's smaller. I think maybe just because the foliage is more dense, but it just goes to show you, just because a tree is smaller doesn't mean it requires less work, as many people think. As I turn them, I realize I missed some square edge leaves. Sometimes it's good to rub the sap off your blades. If you do, though, just be careful. Make sure you go one directional, because if you don't and you mess up, you're going to get cut. I have done it a few times. So that's mostly it for the leaves. Now I'm going to determine if there's anything more I want to do to pruning inside. There's a little dead piece, and I'm just going to grab that. If you can see it, sorry I don't have more camera angles and people filming for me and all that, but I don't. And sometimes if the dead pieces are big enough, they can really add some character to your tree. I left this little dead piece here, for instance. It's not very big, about as small as I would want to go, but it still adds a little character to it. Piece there. Believe it or not, a little piece here and there, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but when you've got a lot of little pieces in there, maybe some die off, when you start cleaning that up and cut it out of there, maybe it's been a few hundred of those or 1,000, whatever it is. And when you get it cleaned out, it actually does add up to a significant difference that you can see. Just taking that leaf off because I don't like the health of it. It strikes me as one of the old leaves I had from the winter. This piece here looks, I mean, it's burned from the winter as well, but a little sun scorch or something maybe. Okay, so I'm probably not going to do much more to it than that. I mean, it could be refined maybe a little more, but that'll work itself out as time goes on. But all in all, looks better. And if you haven't been able to notice, of course, this is root over rock. Got the granite or whatever kind of rock this is here. And the roots going over it. I did put a little bit of moss in here just to help entice the roots to grow a little more. And it does seem to have helped. All this has developed since then, so that's a plus. Yep, so that's it. A little bit more refined just every time we do it. Thank you for joining me, and take care.